Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the absolutely free Object 244. This is a Tier 6 Russian heavy tank, a vehicle that we are going to claim this moment as I've completed all my missions. So, win 3 battles in a row, thank you, and now all I have to do is go back to the store and purchase. There you have it. Now, to get your hands on this vehicle, it is very, very simple. You need to complete your daily missions 5 days in a row. So you get 10 daily missions. You can see them all right here. Win 3 battles in a row, destroy the tracks of 10 different enemy vehicles, destroy 12 encounter tanks. It's pretty simple, and you just got to complete them 5 days in a row, and you get your hands on a free premium tank. Even if you're not going to play it, you can literally sell it for 600,000 credits, but I wouldn't suggest to sell it as it's literally a free tank. So, let's make our way over to the camo section, and I might just put the Dr. Disrespect on it because it's free. Yeah, let's just put the Dr. Disrespect. Thank you for the camo, Ouija. Alright, and there you go. Alright. Now, statistically, the tank looks decent. I can't really say too much about it. It's got about 2,000 damage per minute with gun rammer, which I would suggest to run because it is a tier 6 after all. Aiming time is quite poor, especially like 5 seconds of aiming time. Yeah, that is quite atrocious. Even if you put on V-stabs, it's only 4.2 seconds of aiming time, so do keep that in mind. At least to what I'm aware on paper, the gun does not seem very accurate. But when we put food on it, and then we put more food on it in the terms of milk, we can actually get it down to maybe about 3.9 on aiming time. So I guess we'll see. It really depends on the on-movement dispersion values. That looks pretty good there. And apply. Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have fully kitted out this tank. The only thing I need to do is remove my speed for a repair kit. So, if we take a look at the vehicle's gun, it has 4 seconds of aiming time, 0.344 dispersion, and 2,036 damage per minute. Pretty decent looking gun. Its penetration is okay. 150 on the standard is about average, and the premium at 210 is pretty decent. The average damage at 200 is nice. It is an 85mm after all, and the gun depression of 6 degrees is workable, judging that it is down at tier 6. Mobility-wise, the tank has a top speed of 43, a reverse of 15, and a pretty mediocre power to weight of 15, probably giving it similar acceleration to the IS-7. Armor-wise, I can't really say it's great, but I'm not going to say it's bad either. In fact, I'll make my way over to Armor Inspector while we're waiting to load into battle here. Armor Inspector, and let me pull up display capture. Here we go. Alright, let me change it from PC to Blitz, and let's go pull out the Object 244, which is down at Tier 6 Heavy Tank, and there you go. Let's go pull out a Tier 6, I don't know, KV-1S has got pretty decent pen for a Tier 6. Alright, so this is the Object 244's armor. Lower plate's weak, 111. Upper plate's 114. You can see it's got some angled cutouts. It's pretty similar to the IS. Turret's actually okay, but it does have big old cheeks that are only about 120 thick, and it's always got a hatch exposed. So we can very easily see the armor profile on the vehicle is nothing great. It's decent, but most likely what you're going to expect is to get bounces from like tier 5s moreover, because the majority of tier 6s are going to butter through your tank. Tier 5s are going to struggle, as the mid plate on the vehicle is strong enough to get a lot of ricochets. So hopefully we're going to load into a battle here. There's 32 tanks in tier 6, and apparently I can't get into a game with any of them. There we go, finally in a battle, and we're on Molendyke. Okay, first game, pretty good matchup. We've got a Basotto Cyborg, which is that new M6 thing. I'm not sure what to really expect about the Cyborg, so I guess we're going to find out. We got a Junu up against us, and then for the tier 5s, not too much I have to be all worried about. The mobility is really the big key factor here I'm questioning on how fast the tank is, because if it has good mobility, it'll be quite a nice tank, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. It kind of seems like a slower IS. And I should point out that this is an absolutely free tank, so even if it sucks, it doesn't really matter. You're getting it for free. Wargaming doesn't have to do this. They are. I'm surprised to see it for free, as I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be for money previously. So I'm actually quite surprised and happy to see this tank coming out the way it is. I'm easily going to be able to get this on my free-to-play account. So yeah, that's pretty sick. By the way, you notice that tiny little wheel on the back of the tank? I don't know why that's there. It's got like all these big wheels and this tiny little track wheel there. I don't know. It just looks really funky. Mobility-wise, it's not bad, actually. It's not anything good, but you know, we're chilling at like 39, 35 kilometers per hour, which is good enough. So I'm going to make my way over towards the Bassotto, and I want to see how the penetration looks against this Tier 6 tank destroyer. It should be fine, especially because we're going to have the rear of his tank. There you go. Nice shot. You can see the DPM on the vehicle is pretty solid. It's got a very fast reload for what it is. Nice 240 roll there. And in a couple more seconds, we should be able to get a finishing slap. And yeah, the DPM's great, I gotta be honest. This gun feels really, really solid. Another nice slap into the Panzer 4G. And the armor should be okay against a vehicle like the Panzer as well. Yeah, it did do the job. We got a nice bounce. We missed our shell on him, but it doesn't really matter all too much as, well, we're still going to come out with a pretty solid game here, I would guess. This Juno looks like he's stock, as that tank carries a 90 mil, if I'm not mistaken, fully upgraded. And yeah, I gotta say, the gun's DPM is very nice. The pen values, yeah, maybe not great on the standard. You can see as soon as we load premium, they are good enough to absolutely butter through our opponent. But I don't want to load premium because that's going to lower my damage per shot. So I'm just going to get to his side and not actually have the gun depression to shoot him. Okay, well, it looks like I am loading premium ammunition here. Juno does pen me again. Even with the stock gun, that thing does seem to be a bit of a menace. Let's get another nice shot into him. And now we've got, it appears, the Grizzly on my side. Not too much of a threat. There you go. Nice shot into his tank. And yeah, the gun on this thing feels great. I gotta be honest. This gun feels absolutely fantastic. Let's get to the side of the Juno. There you go. Another nice 190 damage shot into him there. And let's see if we out-reload him. And no, we didn't. But it does have a lot less alpha than us, to be completely fair. And get a nice shot into the Grizzly for 217. With that, we're up to 2,600 damage dealt. And finish off the Grizzly. Okay, now we got the Cyborg in mid. Actually, no, that Cyborg is not in mid. It looked like it was from this point of view, but no, that Cyborg is actually all the way on the other side of the map as I took a look at the mini-map. I don't think we're going to get any more damage out this battle, unless the Cyborg can kill the SU-100Y and I can get over there fast enough, which it looks like could be the case. Yeah, alright, Cyborg does manage to finish off the SU-100Y, so maybe I'll be able to get there a little bit faster, but I doubt it. With Supremacy base cap on, it's going to end before I'm pretty sure I can get any more damage out, which kind of sucks, I gotta be honest. That does put a little bit of a blow to my happiness, because we were at, like, what, 2,800 damage this battle, and, well, I probably could have dealt another 400 at least, so yeah, it could have been a pretty solid game, but I'm not going to complain. It's tier 6 after all. 2,688 damage dealt. We blocked 780 and came out with the second class. Not bad at all. Let's see how many credits we made. Here we are. Oh, yeah, it is on this page. We made 61,000 credits. And as you can take a look on our credits page, I do not have any credit boosters, so it was just 68,000 credits, special awards and medals for 12,000, and then there you go. So yeah, not bad on credits at all. Let's do one more battle and see how the tank performs. Alright, battle number 2. Cromwell B, KV-1S, KV-2. Okay, pretty good lineup again. Not gonna complain at all. Tier 7s is really where Tier 6 struggles, but because this vehicle has nice DPM, decent turret armor, and it seems pretty good penetration on the premium, I don't think it would struggle too much against Tier 7s. At least unless you're going up against like a Smasher or Annihilator. But for the majority, should be fine. I have to say, I'm actually quite surprised Wargaming made this tank free, because it is actually a very solid looking vehicle. Oh boy, I was about to get smashed into a wall by my Mitsu there. Quite possibly the ugliest tier 5. I do not know. They must have like made that tank as a joke. There's really no way else I can think that Wargaming thought of putting that tank into the game. Alright, well here we are. Let's see if we can get some Oh, okay. My game kind of bugged there. But nice shot into the Curo, and it looks like the KV-1S wants to try and go for us here. I'm going to get a shell into the Semovente, though. And yeah, I gotta say, I really do like this DPM. Having an 85mm on a heavy tank with this level of rate of fire does feel pretty nice. You can see just how fast this thing reloads. Let's go for another shell. And unfortunately, you can see that KV-1S did end up penetrating us in the lower plate. Kind of a shame. I was kind of expecting that, but I wasn't sure if I was actually exposing the armor. Looks like I was. KV-1S is actually a formidable opponent. Things got super high alpha, and even though it doesn't have the highest of DPM, it doesn't really need super high DPM for the level of damage it carries per shot. Shell just went a little bit high, but it looks like our SU-100Y is going to absolutely badonk that guy, and we are going to get a nice penetration into the Taigo Kuromori mine, and then we're going to load, well, maybe not another pen. I was hoping we could, but doesn't matter all too much. KV pens me, doesn't matter either, unless the KV2 kills us, which is very, very possible, because that thing's HE, well, yeah, is pretty nasty, but we're all fine. I'm going to load in a... I was going to say shell to the KV, but doesn't look like we need to. My teammates finished him off. All right, well, not bad at all so far. We've been able to get some big ol' slaps into our opponents. We got the Easy 8 left over here, and even though we only have 300 hit points, I'm still going to try and test out our armor and see if it does work. So let's try that right now. There you go. We got a bounce. Look at that. Armor does actually do things armor should. All right, well, let's go for another shell into the Easy 8. Looks like he doesn't want to shoot me, and actually shoots my teammate. He drives into me, dies. Cromwell Berlin pens me, but I was going to say we shoot him back. Unfortunately, it looks like that might not actually be the case. Cromwell tries to kill me, doesn't, and we come out with another solid victory. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Object 244. A pretty solid vehicle. Nothing insane about it, but we were able to deal 2,000 damage in the second battle. And, yeah, there you go. So I wouldn't say it's the best tier 6 in sliced bread, but I will say that it's a very decent vehicle, and the fact that it's absolutely free, the fact that it's nice looking and pretty fun to play, not a bad deal at all. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.